Yes.
So this is for a session on mudra with focus on therapy using mudras. So over to you.
Yes, sir.
Please take over. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So my voice is clearly audible to all of you?
Yes.
Okay. It was very interesting to get back to all of you, because it is very, very favorite group of I have around 16 groups, but this is one of the most dynamic and very vibrant group. So it is very, very it is motivating me to come back to you, because there are so many senior people and so many. When I look at the people doing yoga, I keep quiet in one corner, and let me not reveal my asana, because I have big tummy now, because sitting in a clinic with the corona. But at the same time, I feel very it is motivating, absolutely. So this team spirit will change or improve our immunity. It will improve our immunity to the extent that this is it's good, actually. For example,
Doctor, you are welcome to practice with us every day. So many people have reported that their waist size has shrunk.
Yes, definitely, sir, definitely. So, see, in this mudra introduction, we will practice one breathing technique and one chosen relaxation technique. Either we can choose one mudra and one relaxation, or some combinations. So we'll try based on how we show the interest, and not exactly how we feel the group energy. So in our body, all of our controls are divided into two setups. So one is the central nervous system controlling the body voluntarily, like all of your skeletal muscles. When you use asanas, when you use all the musculoskeletal your system for so much various works. Second one is the body which is doing involuntarily. So beauty of yoga is yoga helps you to work on both voluntary nervous system and involuntary nervous system. It is very, very interesting. For example, your Jalaneti or all the Kriyas will help you to work on the smooth muscles. So this is nowhere in the world have any exercise system like this which will work on the smooth muscles. So it is something very fascinating and interesting. So why I'm talking this one is, when we compare the breathing is only part of our body which is voluntary for some time, and after 30 seconds or 1 minute or so, based on your lung capacity, it will become involuntary. So imagine in our body, voluntary nervous system, involuntary nervous system, the door to enter into the involuntary nervous system, the door is only breathing. So with this scientific understanding, now you imagine how beautifully the pranayama was taught by sages. So they knew this science, they knew the depth of this yoga. So yoga is much more beyond what we think as just asana, and we all know it as this particular group. We all know it. So in that context, we'll start one simple breathing technique and simple one mudra. So I'm not sure we have done it before or not. I'm not sure, but still we'll do it. It will hardly take 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. So we are going to do Shankha Mudra. So later I will explain. You all will be knowing. Later we will explain how I can use the psychology, how we can use the medical understanding, and mind diverting or thought dissociation technique. So simple technique. Shankha Mudra. In Shankha Mudra, what we are going to do? We are going to regulate the breathing by focusing on the breathing from the nose, breathing from the mouth. So we breathe in from the nose for 4 seconds, breathe out from the mouth for 8 seconds. Why we do this, I'll tell you later. I want you to see how it experiences for you. So in this your hand, the thumb represents Agni, Index finger represents Vayu, middle finger represents Akasha, ring finger represents Prithvi, little finger represents Varuna, water. So you are going to make thumbs up. Cover your 4 fingers around the thumb. Release your lower 4 fingers. This is called as knuckles. Cover your knuckles area. Thumb touching the middle finger if you can. When I twist it gently, you can see this looks like a seashell or a conch. So hold it near to the chest. So this is a typical Shankha Mudra. When we do mudra, usually we think that it is for the body, but it is, yes, of course it is for the body, but at all the 3 levels. Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. So it is for all these 3 levels. So physically how it is going to work, let us see. You are focusing on the thumb and the blood circulation around this. So keeping your eyes closed, you focus your attention on your thumb and blood circulation around the thumb. So when you're focusing on that, your number of thoughts at the background will be reducing. And first we'll practice and then we'll discuss about how and what has happened. So we take breath in from the nose, mentally counting 4 seconds approximately, and breathing out from the mouth, making the mouth in the form of O for 8 seconds. So let us do that. Take a deep breath in from the nose. Breathe out. So your mind is focusing on the blood circulation around the thumb. That's one point. At the back of your mind, you're counting of breathing in for 4 seconds from the nose, breathing out from the mouth for 8 seconds. Let us do this for 10 counts. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathe out. Make mental preparation of 4 counts, 8 count. Breathe in from the nose. Breathe out from the mouth. Without my instructions, continue to do so. Breathing in from the nose for 4 seconds. Breathing out from the mouth for 8 seconds. Last count. Simple normal breathing from the nose. Normal comfortable breathing. Keep your eyes closed. Be aware of the blood circulation around the thumb and feel the changes happening in your body right now. you feel little more relaxed. You are able to feel and be aware of your respiratory system. You could feel the depth of breathing in and breathing out. You somehow feel at ease or grounded or deeply relaxed. Your awareness has increased to the extent that you can clearly feel the blood circulation around the thumb. The thumping, pulsatile pulse you could feel around the thumb. This is simple depiction of statement that your awareness has expanded, and this expanded awareness will make you feel or perceive more about your own body and the surrounding. You could feel little warmth between the thumb and the mudra with which you are holding this Shankha mudra. So very slowly and gently you can release the mudra and feel the heat between your hands. And with the same slow pace, open your eyes. So this is the most simple mindfulness breathing with mudra, which we planned and which we teach in all the corona wards. So sometimes I visit corona wards online. So it is interesting. I want you to see this. When we take breath in for 4 seconds from the nose, we are aware we are taking breathing in. And when we are breathing out, we are doing it a double of that, 8 seconds. Why this is so? Medically, the inhalation is related to the nervous system. We call it as sympathetic nervous system. The exhalation is related to the nervous system, which is called as parasympathetic nervous system. Notice in all the yoga practices, let it be any platform of yoga, BKS Iyengar, Ashtanga Yoga, Vinyasa Yoga, Vini Yoga, Patanjali Yoga, Hatha Yoga. So every yoga practices, there is a detailed exhalation. When you say Om, you are doing long exhalation. See the correlation. Long exhalation, parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system is directly proportionate to the relaxation response. So body goes for deeper awareness. So this one word you should remember. Later in the group I will send that word. The relaxation response. What happens? Inside the blood vessels, there is a release of endothelial nitric oxide, and this will induce some form of relaxation in your body where the heart rate becomes much more normal, breathing will become much more normal, skin will become turgid, full of blood, and the body goes for deeper relaxation, repair or rejuvenation. So any disease as whatever psychological or psychiatric or physical disease, if body is in relaxation, the healing will be better. You agree with this? So any simple form of yoga breathing technique can be modified using the breathing as a part of treatment. So when I teach any practices, I start with breathing first and mudras I use to create an interest. So this is one form of breathing capsule or mudra with breathing technique for usually all the people I usually teach. So I want you to practice this for 4 seconds inhalation from the nose. It will make us aware of the nostril breathing, and 8 seconds breathing out from the mouth. So I hope this you can incorporate in any of the practices which you do. In between the Surya Namaskar, after you do some 10 rounds of Surya Namaskar, you can relax and do this breathing technique and then go for relaxation. So this is one of the method, one of the unit how I modify mudras and use the mudras for a therapeutic purpose. So now we'll go for second teaching, which we might have done sometime before in the first class sometime, but still would like to incorporate. So you take your hands like this, interlock the thumb like this, folded thumb, and keep your hands on your chest. Keep holding like this for 10 to 20 seconds. I give you one background of mudras. So there are around 729 mudras known till now. Most of the mudra Vijnana or mudra Jnana was lost in the Nalanda and the Takshashila, where books were burnt, more than 90 lakhs plus. We don't know how many, but books were burning for more than 3 months. Those many number of books were burnt because to destroy the cultural heritage of India by XYZ, whoever it is. But we know right now that we all have a responsibility to pledge ourselves to revive this cultural heritage based on our own individual capacity. So amongst this 729 mudras, we hardly practice. One is Namaskara mudra, second one is Jnana mudra. So this mudra is called as a Garuda mudra. I use this mudra for anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, unexpressed emotions, people who do not express their emotions, people who constantly cry or don't cry. Both of them I use this. So somebody who is crying, if their emotions are unburdened by crying, it is well and good. But somebody who is over crying and all the time getting very sensitive, for them, this mudra will be helpful. I use this especially in counseling, psychotherapy in Vikram Hospital, along with psychiatrists. Again, concept of exhalation longer, directly proportionate to parasympathetic nervous system, that is equal to relaxation response. So that is there. There is one more principle of resonance. You want to create the resonance inside your chest, and this resonance resonate to make you feel relaxed. So number of receptors are maximum in your hand compared to any part of the body. That's what science says. And this thumb has the biggest area in the part of your brain called as motor cortex, motor and sensory cortex. So this is the biggest area. So only in Hinduism and Buddhism, the different varieties of mudras are used. So this is something very, very fascinating, which is beyond our cognitive understanding, logical explanation. But we try to, make the logical thinking mind little fascinated, wow feeling by incorporating the science. So science says number of receptors are maximum in your hand compared to any part of the body. When I use this thumb interlocked and keep it on this chest like this, there is a hemispherical synchronization. Both my right brain and left brain will be active simultaneously. This is very, very interesting fact. When you do Surya Namaskara, your right brain and left brain are working together simultaneously. When you do Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, definite right nostril, left nostril breathing synchronizes and helps you to work on the right and left hemispheres. This is very fascinating. Yoga stimulates sympathetic nervous system, simultaneously stimulates parasympathetic nervous system. It means we are excited, at the same time we are relaxed. This is rarely any exercise format like this. So this is a proven fact what I am talking. Yoga stimulates both sympathetic and parasympathetic. When I interlock like this and keep it on my chest, at the subtle level, energy level, pranic energy, Reiki and other energy, I am using maximum bundle of energy towards my chest, because chest is a seat of emotion. Okay. So ultimately talking more because to convince the intellectual people to accept this technique. So technique is very, very simple. So taking breath from the nose, breathing out, you are going to say sound of oo sound, ukara. So as you say akara, the diaphragm and below, ukara, chest till the neck, makara, neck and head. You are aware of this. So I want to use the sound of oo resonance resonating on my chest, in my chest, and make me feel relaxed, and it will unburden my hidden emotions or pent up emotions. Let us practice this. This looks like bird, eagle, Garuda Mudra. So folded thumb looks like the beak of an eagle. Garuda Mudra. Garuda Asana is different, Garuda Mudra is different. So shall we practice simple 5 counts of breathing in from the nose, breathing out. You're going to say oo sound, extended oo. You can make out if your emotions are too much pent up, you cannot breathe out properly. You'll be stuck, you feel stuck. If you are all yoga teachers, if your lung volume is better, you can do oo for longer time. It means your lung volume is much better. So that is a key for everything. During this corona pandemic, our lung volume, if it is better, we can fight with this disease much better. Immunity is directly proportionate to your lung volume. So I'm teaching through mudra. Mudra is just a medium. Through this medium, I'm teaching you more of breathing techniques. So let us do this. Take a deep breath in from the nose. While breathing out, you're going to say ooh for longer time. You can listen to my voice one time, you can feel, and then we'll follow and do it together. Take a deep breath in. Continue to do so. Take a deep breath in. Breathing in. Breathe in. Last count. Breathing in. Normal breathing. Feel your heartbeat below this palm, held in Garuda Mudra. You can really feel the heartbeat resonates with the sound of oo. I want you to experiment this when you are free. When you say oo sound, there will be definite change in the heartbeat. It means that somewhere there is a vibration, resonance, changing the physiological structure of heartbeat. So there is a definitive experience. Or normally we feel more relaxed, more at ease, and more comfortable. Very slowly and gently release this mudra. When a mother touches the child's head or back, child will feel very relaxed, is it not? So the energy of the hand of a mother is an unconditional divine energy, absolutely pure energy where you are not expecting anything from the child. So when you are giving, you're actually soothing the Sahasrara chakra. Child will really feel very, very relaxed. Try this. Bring some unconditional thought and touch the child. You feel the difference. Bring some, think something negative and then touch the child. You will see the difference. And patting at the back, you imagine there is a resonating energy like this, and you are healing, soothing. It's at the back. So it is actually for Anahata Chakra, you are helping. So touch and feel the touch therapy. You use your hand just to not only to cook or not only to do your activities, but also to heal. It's very much possible. So hands have that capacity, and mudras can remodify, rechannelize, and enhance these subtle energy channels. I know that you have practiced yoga. Now your back wants to rest, if I'm right. So usually we practice. So if it is so, we can practice one next mudra in lying down posture or Viparita Karani. So this one I use in two ways. So as I already mentioned, fire, air, space, earth, water. When I balance everything together, this will become Samana Mudra. Samana, you are balancing everything. So for this, I want to tell one more understanding. When I say fire, there is a fire in my stomach in the form of Jatragni. There is a fire in my body in the form of metabolic system. There is a fire in my emotions in the form of anger. So this fire represents everything. All the metabolic system in my body is fire energy. If I feel like this and then practice mudra, there will be some changes. When I say air energy, air can be breathing air in the lungs and dissolved oxygen in the blood. So beautiful. And when we correlate the space element, at the back of the mouth there is a space, at the back of the nose there is a space, between the heart and lungs there is a space, between each and every cell there is a space. So there is a space within my body, there is a space outside. So there is a space between the joints. So fourth one, when I say earth element, all the hard part of the hard tissue of my body, let it be tendon, ligament, bone, muscles, all internal organs, everything is Prithvi Tattva, element of earth. And last one is water. Our body, 70+% of our body is made up of water, and 90+% of our brain is made up of water. So when we correlate the mudras with this, when I do Varuna Mudra, it is helping for my water balance. When I do Prithvi Mudra, helping for my physical body's balance and weight gain. When I'm doing Akasha Mudra, it can help for my ears, for my heart, for my large intestine, and for my joint space. So space. When I do this Dhyana Mudra, you are combining the air energy and the fire energy. So then you are invoking the aspect of intellect or wisdom. Maybe again there is a connection of, so this could be the Paramatma, this could be Jivatma. When I connect these two, it is yoga. So imagine there is energy wastage from my hand. When I'm connecting like this, I'm taking the energy back to my body. So definitely this is like recharging your body. When you, like mobile, you feel the mobile, or you can feel the bioelectrical energies. There is some bioelectrical energy wastage from the hand, feet, mouth, speaking, looking. So when I'm doing this, there is a reconnecting of the energy back to my body. This I can use it for some purpose. For example, I do some mudras, then I do neck lock, Jalandhar Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Moola Bandha. You are locking everywhere, up, neck lock, chest lock, anal lock. Then where you bring the energy? You bring the energy back to your spine to channelize the Kundalini. This is so deep science, so much meticulously done facts. So Kundalini can be said as, if my person, I am the body, one unit, most positive outlook of my genes, if it's one person, that could be called as Kundalini enlightenment. So it's okay, we'll practice. What we do is, we simply practice Samana Mudra. Samana Mudra is mudra for balancing Pancha, 5 energies, Pancha Mahabhutas, 5 energies of the body within and outside. So how to practice? You can lie down in Shavasana, one thing, or you can lie down in Viparita Karani Mudra. So when you do Viparita Karani, that is also can be used as mudra. You know Viparita Karani, all of you might be knowing. Viparita is ulta, Karani means doing. You lie down put your legs up to the wall and you can fold and hold the mudra. Do you like to do? I know that your back would be hurting a bit. So we just simply used 1 or 2 or 3 mudras and we can stretch so long. So in this, I am incorporating the visualization skill. You are visualizing the part of the fire energy within the body, outside the body, the part of air energy within the body, outside the body, part of space energy within the body, outside the body, part of earth element within the body, outside the body, and part of water element within the body, outside the body. Then you imagine and feel that I am balancing my subtle energies within my body and outside my body, following with this mudra. So you are connecting mudra with the psychotherapy, mind visualization technique, mind imagery technique. So let us just simply enjoy that, and after that we'll discuss what has happened and how you felt relaxed. Simply you are using unlocking of the conscious mind to put your mind into deep subconscious state. In this subconscious state, you can put the thought as a seed and put deep down into your subconscious mind and get what results you wanted to do. Okay, you can adopt. Yes, very good. So Jyoti is adopting Viparita Karani there. So if you are near to the sofa, put your both legs onto the sofa and fold it. It also looks very nice. With wall support is much better because you will be comfortable. Viparita Karani with wall support. If it is allowed, I can see the take names. Yeah, or simple Shavasana is also adopted, no problem. Okay. Okay, so let us adopt Samana Mudra, where the tip of each finger is in contact with each finger. Thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. All the tips are touching each other, and hand gesture looks like this. Keep your hands rested. Either keep it on the chest or keep it by the side. Absolutely relaxed. When you go in Viparita Karani or when you keep your leg onto the sofa and folded legs, your lower back, the lumbar area will become flat. The lumbar area will become flat. You feel much comfort because this back muscles will feel really relaxed. You're adopting Samana Mudra and you are ready for visualizing the relaxation technique which we undergo together. Adopting Samana Mudra, shift your attention to the contact area between the fingers. And very slowly adapt yourself to a most comfortable lying down posture for yourself. Very slowly shift your awareness towards your breathing. You are listening to the sound of my voice and you are consciously focusing your attention on your breathing. With each breathing in and breathing out, you letting go of all the tightness anywhere in the skeletal muscles and relaxing them deeply. Let us bring the emotion with the breathing. When I breathe in, I invite good prana within me. When I breathe out, I let go of my stress and worries. With this feeling, let us do next 5 breaths in, breathe out. as gentle, as comfortable, as relaxed as possible. Breathe in, breathe out. Your all skeletal muscles are relaxing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You're going beyond the time dimension and space dimension. You're relaxing at deeper levels of your mind, and still there is a chance for you to adjust to adopt the most comfortable lying down posture. Follow the breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Your body is relaxed, back feels comfortable. There is a gentle anti-gravity flow of blood if you are adopting Viparita Karani Mudra. Legs up, taken wall support. There is a pooling of blood from the tip of your toes towards the thighs, towards the abdomen. With this natural physical anti-gravity changes in your legs, there is also change of feeling of your fingers. While adopting Samana Mudra, as the name suggests, Samana, the balance, the equilibrium, the homeostasis of medicine, the Siram Sukham of yoga, everything combined. You're adopting the Samana Mudra. In this Samana Mudra, let us start visualization of different elements. You're touching the tip of your thumb to the index finger, to the middle finger, to the ring finger, and to the little finger, all together, Samana Mudra. You are mentally making a statement for the physical dimension of your body that you want to balance the Pancha Mahabhutas of your body with the external environment, so that you can adjust to this external changing environment appropriately and not getting hurt by any disease at the level of body or the mind. Slowly and gently visualize the element of Agni, the fire. Your heart is beating automatically. Your breathing, respiration is happening automatically, which is under the guidance of universal intelligence in the form of your body's involuntary nervous system. There is a change or a chemical activity in each and every cell of your body in the form of metabolism. So visualize and feel and tell it to yourself at the mind, at the back of your mind, that my metabolic system is in balance. My digestion, respiration is in balance. My conscious mind, subconscious mind is in balance. My anger, my thoughts are in balance. Right amount of anger at a right moment, on right occasion, on a right person, with the right quantity is right anger. So for this, tremendous control over the emotions is needed. In this mudra, visualize that I am balancing my anger so that my Agni of the body is in alignment with the fire energy outside my body, and these two aligned energies are making me feel equilibrium or balanced. If there is any pain in the body in the form of joint pain, back pain, this is more Agni at that area. So visualize that the Agni element of your body is getting balanced throughout your body in the same proportion so that pain will be reduced. You are simply talking and guiding at the back of your mind consciously, and the subconscious will follow it as an order, and there will be some cognitive restructuring. It's a beautiful word. There will be some conscious cognitive changes happening in your mind, the depth of your mind. So with that, definitely your emotions of anger would be balanced. Your body is going for deep relaxation. Now focus onto the next element, the air energy. When we breathe in, we take good amount of oxygen. It goes to the depth of our lungs, respiratory bronchioles and alveoli, grape-like structures, small microscopic grape-like structures in the depth of my lungs. There is a gaseous exchange. More oxygen inside the lungs will go into the arteries, and more carbon dioxide inside the arteries will go into my lungs. Then I take it back and exhale it out. Beautiful natural intelligence of the body to keep it survive till our age, the destined age. This also can be modulated and modified by regular practice of pranayama, mudras, yoga nidras, or subconscious techniques like this. Yoga nidras are much more beyond any hypnotherapy, neuro-linguistic program, or any other psychotherapy. Visualize the element of Vayu, oxygen saturation in your lungs, and the dissolved oxygen and carbon dioxide in your blood. So mentally imagine my oxygen saturation is very good. The gases inside my blood, which are dissolved, are very well balanced. My breathing is comfortable and I am in alignment with the external nature. The air inside and the air outside is in balance. Very slowly and gently shift your awareness towards the space element. All my joint spaces, the space at the back of my nose, throat, the space between the cells, every space element inside my body is in alignment with the space outside my body. Beautiful feeling. The space, especially the space of your mind, space of your emotions, space of your heart, space of your ear is balanced. Very slowly and gently Shift your awareness towards the fourth element, the Prithvi element. Anything in our body which you find it hard, tissues, bones, tendons, ligaments, skin, skull, all the bones anywhere in the body, everything belongs to the element of the earth. Earth element helps us to ground to the reality. Grounding, baseline chakra, Mooladhara, Moola Adhara, stability of the thoughts of the mind. My body's earth element is in alignment with the earth element outside. By simply feeling this, imagining this, you are letting the balance of subtle energies happen between the earth and your body. If there is any disease, for example, diabetes, you can visualize and imagine more of the pancreas energy getting balanced with the earth energy, something like that. Related organs you can visualize and imagine as an extended practice. During this time, the brain, the deeper parts of the cognitive brain starts working, and the conscious parts of the brain will start less working. So there is a release of chemicals, especially dopamine, endorphins, enkephalins. These endorphins will definitely bring very profound, pain-free energies in the body, chemicals in the body that can definitely help for rejuvenating and repairing wherever it is necessary. So visualize that there is a repair happening in your body. Now visualize and imagine the last element, the water. We are on this world, in this earth, because we have drinkable water. So visualize and imagine the water element of your body, 70+%, water of your brain, 90+%. If I calculate the chemical composition of my body when it disintegrates, it is exactly similar to the chemical composition of the universe. So I am the part of macrocosm in the form of microcosm. In the middle of Paramatma, I am simple, small Jivatma. I have the same essence, elements of that higher dimensions of energy. It's only need to realize that what is the purpose of my life at this juncture of my life. Once we do that, you start living the real purpose of your life, which is meant for this birth. So now visualize the water element of your body is aligning, the skin turgidity is balancing, the facial glow, the water and blood content of your face is balanced. You feel a glow around your eyes, around your face. Visualize and imagine the kidneys are balancing the water composition of your body by both positive and negative feedback. That's how kidneys and other organs work. So very slowly, you have done a simple mind visualization journey. It is like a mind imagination meditation of focusing on 5 elements in the body, outside the body, and trying to balance them. Very slowly and gently relax that mudra. Let your palms be up, facing upwards, and gently scan your body and feel how your body feel energized, revitalized, refreshed, rejuvenated. There is a definite change in the blood circulation, more blood supply towards endocrine glands, digestive system, and the reproductive system. That is how the relaxation response initially responds, and you can feel that. You feel totally light and at ease with your body when you are lying down. You're breathing comfortably, normally. You are no more holding the mudra. There is some different feeling of going into another space dimension or another depth of your mind. If you are able to reach this depth frequently, you can rechannelize the body's healing mechanism. This is very much possible because of latest research in the form of mind-body medicine and epigenetics. You can modify the genes expression by working on your mind. There are some evidences for that which are already researched in American Psychiatric Association and parapsychology, ethology. So very slowly and gently, after balancing all the 5 pranas, they're coming back to your body consciousness. Very slowly and gently, you're getting alert and awake at the back of your closed eyes, feeling refreshed, relaxed, fantastically vibrant, full of energy. You're slowly coming back to a complete body consciousness. If you are willing, you can be in the same state for some more time depending on your own time. If you are okay, you can come back to sitting posture slowly, maintaining that relaxed outlook, taking your own time. Turn towards one side of your body, very slowly and gently, taking support of both the palms. Very slowly come to sitting posture and come back. With the same slow, relaxed outlook, you're opening your eyes to the new world of relaxed awareness and revitalized self, the true self. Okay, so see how beautifully we can use simple, funny mudras to a deeper awareness of mind, psychology, parapsychology, psychiatry, beyond, training the subconscious mind, cognitive training. There are so much deeper aspects of this yoga which you can, each disease we can work on this. So very